right, Coach. Start with an opening statement.
Arlington did a really nice job of trying to make that game sloppy. First half felt really uncomfortable, but yet we put up 37 points, so I had to take a step back and say, okay, offensively we're okay. It keeps coming down to, and I keep preaching to these guys about defending with energy, trying to create opportunities on the defensive side, and cleaning up rebounds. And, we gave up 16 offensive rebounds. Teams are just coming at us, so we have to persevere. Sitting next to me are two guys that scored 20 and 26, but yet the turnovers, when you look at the turnovers, you say to yourself, man, maybe those guys have 30 and 36. So clearly I'm happy with the win, but we have some things to clean up, and that's the battle here. The battle's internal, and we have to make sure that we enjoy the win, you enjoy the W's because they're hard. But we're making things hard on ourselves. And if we have the right types of guys that I think we have in the locker room, that we'll take this move on, but we know that we've got lots more work to do.
Jamir, you knocked down that big shot. We go down by one and knocked down that big three. What did you see on that possession?
After I jabbed him, I seen that I had my space, so I just shot with confidence and made a good play.
Coach, very close game, got chippy at times. What did it take to keep the composure of the team together?
Well, I don't know. I lost mine a few times there on some plays. I guess, I just want guys to have the same energy and passion that I have. And, I can see it in some of these guys. I think, what it really came down to was we just talked about it. That shot that Jamir takes in the corner, I mean, that takes a lot of confidence to take that shot at that time, right? And he made it. That's good. That's good. At least we're still confident to take those shots. Now, if we can get that same type of confidence on some of the other things that we do, we're going to be okay. I'll be all right.
And Coach, you guys ended with over 20 turnovers tonight. What are you seeing that you guys can do to mitigate those turnovers in the future?
I mean, you're looking at two guys here in the press conference that are representing us, and they've got quite a few themselves. So, it comes down to making sure that I continue to work them and continue to do things to help them. And then they have to then now take accountability and say, okay, I'm going to help myself as well. If we do that, we'll be okay. I mean, it was shocking tonight to see that many, but we've been uncharacteristically high for some of my teams. But you know what? You got to take some good with the bad, right? As long as these guys can stay confident on the offensive side, we'll do that. I'm waiting for that grittiness on the defensive side, and we show signs of it. Down the stretch, we got some big plays. That steal by Dom, incredible. We got him pinned in the corner. It's a great opportunity for us to make a play, and we made a play.
Coach, we saw some foul trouble for some of the players today.
Yeah.
How did you adjust and make sure that we could still pull through with a little bit of a different lineup maybe than expected?
Yeah, we asked for our bench to come in and give us some minutes. Malik did a nice job. Zoe did an incredible job for us. Hersey, minutes. I thought my son Robert came in and gave us some defensive presence. So it was just a group effort. And everyone deserves a little bit of credit on this win because it was sloppy and ugly, but we got it done.
Talk a little bit about your shot making. I know every time we ask you about your scoring, you always thank your teammates first, but you go out there and you make some tough shots. Two that I can think of, one almost went over the backboard, and then you had another kind of floater through the lane that you kissed off the glass. What goes into making those kind of shots?
Just practice, just practicing all type of different scenarios, and some people, when they see me work out, I guess it can be a little goofy because I just try things, but in games you never know what could happen. So just practicing on any type of situation and just believing in myself in those crucial moments.
Do you think any of that tough shot making comes from your teammate over here, who's kind of the king of tough shots?
Oh, for sure. I definitely copied him a lot when it came to the hook shot, the overhand hook shot. I've been using that a couple times in these games. So
just don't add the hook pass.
Yeah, I won't do that, but I'll definitely. I like that little hook shot he be doing, so I definitely added that to my game.
Jamir, on that three to give you guys the lead late, just kind of walk us through what you were thinking, what coach wanted out of that possession, and you ended up taking that shot, knocking it down.
Honestly, just being in the groove, being in rhythm, having fun with the game, and having confidence in myself to know that I want to win this because I'm tired of losing. So trying to get back on the winning streak.
How good did it feel to pull this one out against a team that was picked to finish second in the WAC this year?
It felt great. You know, honestly, for the previous two teams that we played in the conference, it feels pretty great to know like where we at right now and get to see like who else we got to go up against. So I'm just ready for that and preparing for each game and staying focused and trying to do everything Coach want me to do on the defense and the offense end. So after that, we're going to get the job done for sure.
Coach, how do you carry the momentum from this game over to Seattle next week on the road off on Thursday? What's the next week look like for you guys?
We just have to come together. I think that's the big thing. I think these guys will agree. We are uncharacteristically right now and during this part of the season trying to still figure out how to come together, bring the locker room together. And we're close. We're close. As soon as everyone just understands you have to sacrifice a little bit so that everyone can have a little bit more, then we'll be okay. But we've got to come together. You know, I think that's the key. And then we have to get back to, again, just the basics, the ordinary things. It's amazing how ordinary things are big. Taking care of the ball, boxing out, making good decisions, extra efforts. None of that takes talent, right? Talentless plays. We got to get focused in on that.
Sweet. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Thanks.